What's up, guys? So we are back here in our Let's Play on the Adamant Terror events here in Mobius Final Fantasy, and we're at the supposed highest level, Ragnarok. Let's jump in here to level 50. This is not the highest level of the dungeon at all. This is an endless dungeon, guys, so it keeps going and going and going and going. We've seen some people over level 100 already posting on forums, Reddit, social media, Facebook, etc. So, you can get really, really high, and it is a big leaderboard tracking thing. Let's go ahead and just grab the Hades card here. This is going to be an auto fight. We haven't had any difficulty whatsoever. You can see we have most of the cards here are near maxed level. We have a Hunter class that is also almost... I mean, we're about halfway through panel number 4 on his skill tree. The Hunter class is really, really strong. We get 5 attacks a turn. We have a 4-star Ares card here. We don't have any access to Earth moves to do weakness on these guys. Maybe we should have actually brought a Wind card here, because the bosses have all been Earth-based. So Wind cards are super effective against those Earth-based bosses, which we can get higher scores, do more damage. Occasionally you see these turtles here, and these are water-based mini-bosses. But we haven't had any issues whatsoever, really. So, part of the reason we have 2 Wind Poo-Poos in here. It's for the skill seed production. So those guys are going to generate a lot of skill seed production for us, because as a hunter, we need tons and tons of wind skill seeds. So you kind of always got to balance that of, like, do you really go full out on your deck, or do you kind of just build a deck that's going to give you a lot of the skill seeds that you need to progress further in your skill panels and make your guy stronger. So the scores are also coming up pretty nicely here. We're over 100,000 already, so we should hit easily, probably I'd say 200,000 against this stage. Yep, 158. We've seen some amazing scores too. So there's some people that have been able to get over 1 million points in this event here. And now they're going to load the boss up. I like the stage. I like the background. The the stage that you're fighting on is really cool. Looks awesome. Little disappointed that it's always the same boss. So for 50 stages now, we fought the same boss over and over and over again. Kind of disappointing there. We cracked the 200,000. So I think we definitely probably should have bring an Earth card in here. Taking out one of my Wind Poo-Poos and bringing in an Earth card. But we're not at a point yet here at stage 50 that we need to actually fight, that we need to actually think. This is a pretty simple dungeon getting up to 50. We are currently around level 27 or 28 as a rank. So our rank is right around there. If you're lower level, things may be a little bit more dicey, harder for you, because you haven't had that time to progress your cards up, to progress your skill seeds. So around that 28 level, you should have no trouble getting up to level 50. Now, almost got 300,000 points here as well. So I think if we bring in a Wind card, we could have taken care of business and gotten a higher score there, 400,000 potentially. And so the reset has just happened. We haven't played much. That is actually our all-time high score for this week, 280,000. And we picked up 4.5 times skill seeds. And let's see what happens now that we have defeated the entire first 50 floors. What are we going to get? Oh, we got 1 crystal, 1 summons tickets. So nice reward right there. And now Void is well done. So region complete. Do we get anything special here? Top level region. Congratulations, you reached the top of the tower trials. In this area with new rules, no rental cards, and no continues. Ooh, that's interesting right there. So no rental cards. This is going to be the first time that we've gone into something that has had no rental card ability. So you're limited just to your deck here. Let's jump into here. Of course, we should try to change our deck a little bit. I mean, the wind poo-poos aren't going to be needed at all. We'll see how challenging this is and move forward. Ooh, it looks like a new creature here we're fighting in the tower. I remember seeing him before, but he is cool here in the tower. We haven't fought him recently, unless we fought him somewhere in those 50 tower levels, and I would just like auto fight through it, sleeping my way. Let's see what happens here. So without having a rental card, you're down to 4 cards. That means, you know, you've lost essentially 20% of your old deck. Changes some tactics up a little bit here. And it does not look like it's going to be, you know, only earth monsters. We got this wind monster right here. Let's see if we fight a water monster. Nope, we found another wind monster. So maybe, I mean, the wind poo-poos are going to do good here. Wind poo-poos and all the poo-poos, for example, have a 25% damage reduction for that element. So these wind poo-poos, we have 2 of them on right now, and then we also have our natural damage reduction as a hunter for wind. We have like a 65% wind damage reduction. So this enemy is not really hurting us at all based on those 2 poo-poo cards and then our natural reduction in wind damage. He could be quite challenging to people that don't have, you know, wind reduction, but when you're taking 65% damage off of a monster, it's not going to hurt you much. We also do have 3,184 HP, and you get more HP by leveling up your cards. So levels up your whole deck level. And then that right there is going to give you more. And that's another reason why it's good to have the poo-poo cards, is because they go to 4 stars. You can augment them up to 4 star really easily just by farming in the poo-poo dungeon. And that gets them ability to go up to level 36 once you have completed chapter 2. Every time that you apparently complete a chapter, your card level maximum is going to go up. So after chapter 1, the maximum for level 4 star cards was like 31. And then when we beat chapter 2, it went up to 36. So when they release chapter 3, 4, etc., your card levels are going to get stronger and stronger over time. You're going to have to farm more experience for them. That's going to be really good. So that's why, I guess in Japan, people are able to get 5 million plus points in their score right now because they're so far up. Maybe even more. Maybe it's like 50 million points. I heard this was just a crazy number that people get in their scores. So as time progresses, your overall power rating, the power is going to go over 9,000, and you're going to get higher scores. And that's going to become in part due to the cards becoming stronger, and then also you're going to unlock and have released new cards that potentially are going to be stronger and more powerful than the ones that we already have. So far, this doesn't look like it's going to be that challenging. It's great that we're getting over 200,000 points here, which means we're going to get a nice multiplier. And definitely, if I bring a wind attack card in here, we probably could hit that 500,000 mark. So the highest I've ever done so far in the score rankings has been like 450,000 around there. At the 500,000 mark, I believe you get a new multiplier, so I believe it goes up. And then those high scores, of course, will obviously help you get higher in the weekly rankings, which will get you ability tickets, and then potentially crystals, I think I want to say, if you get high enough in the ranking leaderboards. And as you keep progressing through the game, you're going to get obviously stronger and stronger. And if you keep playing, more people are going to be dropping off of those leaderboards too, because people give up. They stop playing the game for one reason or the other. And there's going to be a slow, natural decline in the player base over time. Oh, he actually killed us. Wow. We can't do anything. We died. I didn't even pay attention to that. Holy shit, we died, guys. So I guess I should have paid more attention to the battle there. Very cool. So it is actually quite difficult, level 51 there. Good to know. We'll actually have to do that next time and think about what we're doing. Bring in some win cards and actually play the game, which is kind of exciting for once that we actually have to manually play and fight against these bosses here. Thanks for watching, guys. I will talk to you later.